Hazel Park schools have provided quality education as far back as the 1880s. The school system has grown from those early years when we had 1 teacher and 25 students to the present 250 teachers and 6,500 students. Hazel Park High School was started by E.A. Branch in the early 1920s. By January of 1930, the building, which is currently Beecher Junior High School, was constructed and ready for occupancy. From the early 1930s through the 1970s, Hazel Park continued to grow. Many new houses were constructed and new families moved into the city. This influx of people was a welcome addition to the school district. However, class size increased, teachers needed to be hired, and schools needed to be constructed. In the late 1940s and early 1950s, Edison, Ford, Longfellow, and Webster were constructed. In 1957, Roosevelt School was built. By 1957, 8 elementary schools were sending 7th grade students to 1 junior high school, which in turn moved 9th graders and even at times some 8th graders on to the high school. By the late 1950s, it was abundantly clear that a new high school was needed. On March 13, 1960, dedication ceremonies were held, officially opening the doors to our current Hazel Park High School. This comprehensive high school, in a state-of-the-art building intended to house up to 1,800 students, met the needs of Hazel Park's ever-increasing population into the mid-1960s. By 1967, it appeared that still another building was necessary. After careful review of both demographic data and educational literature, Superintendent Wilfred Webb recommended the construction of a junior high school. By 1968, not only was Webb Junior High School opened, but Beecher and Webb became 3-year junior high schools. Hazel Park schools continue to operate with this 3-year junior high school concept despite current philosophy and the changing to a 2-year junior high by school systems which surround Hazel Park. Ferndale changed, Royal Oak changed, Warren changed. In fact, all Southeast area school systems have changed to the 2-year junior high school concept, except Hazel Park. At the December 1987 school board meeting, the Hazel Park School Board accepted the recommendation of an ad hoc committee consisting of parents, students, teachers, and administrators that the school district should reorganize its high school into a 4-year program. This most difficult decision was based on the following. 1, society is becoming more complex and difficult. For a satisfactory adjustment in life after high school, sufficient time must be spent in an ever-increasing number of areas to prepare our high school students for adult challenges. 4 years of high school instead of 3 will help address these new challenges. 2, by increasing the number of students in attendance at the high school, a much broader range of required and elective offerings can be made available, thus increasing the opportunity for students in foreign language, advanced mathematics, vocational industrial arts, business education, and fine arts. This is just a small number of the increased options that larger numbers of students will allow us to offer. 3, knowing that education is progressive and requires background information, having all 9th grade students, classes, and departments under the direction of the high school principal will increase the uniformity of the course offerings. That is, students will have an appropriate foundation to allow them to progress in a number of different directions. Hazel Park High School provides a friendly atmosphere and a learning opportunity for students at many different ability and interest levels. This comprehensive high school is equipped to meet the needs of students with different levels of learning ability. Course offerings are designed for the student who needs a slower pace, as well as a stimulating academic program capable of challenging the most talented student. The high school staff consists of approximately 50 teachers, counselors, and administrators. These staff members will serve the 1,400 students attending the high school in September of 1988. Preparing students for the next best step in life is a primary focus of our high school's program. Regardless of that important next step, college, trade school, armed forces, or directly into the workforce, Hazel Park High School has staff and course offerings that will help students make this transition. Students and parents will be asked to assist in the creation of a student's high school plan. This plan is simply the required and elective courses necessary to meet graduation requirements and to prepare for that next best step in life. There is no one best plan, as each student's goals and interests are very different. Each student will be required to earn credits which can be applied toward graduation. Credits are earned by passing classes with at least a D. A good rule of thumb for understanding a credit is that if a class meets 1 hour each day for 1 semester, 1/2 credit is earned. 1 hour of each day for 2 semesters, 1 credit is earned. In classes such as auto shop, welding, commercial foods, and horticulture, where the class meets for nearly 3 hours per day, students earn 3 credits for the entire year. A student entering the high school as a 9th grader will be required to earn a minimum of 21 credits during their 4-year stay. 10th graders entering the high school in September of 1988 will need to earn a minimum of 15 credits during their 3 years of attendance at the high school. Careful planning is necessary to ensure that all required courses are completed prior to a student's expected graduation day. With the assistance of the guidance staff and the high school administration, students and parents together plan the high school experience, choosing from a wide variety of classes. These classes come from 10 departments, which include art, business, language arts, physical education, science, life skills, social studies, and vocational education. Hazel Park High School offers a quality academic school program. Extracurricular activities provide students with many opportunities for ongoing learning experiences and social contacts with students who have like interests. The friendships developed during these activities not only strengthen the students' academic performance, but also provide a basis on which many lifelong friendships are based. Hazel Park High School offers a host of extracurricular activities in which students may choose to participate. These include, but are not limited to, band, vocal music, Students Against Drunk Drivers, Lift-a-thon, math competition, language club, language competition, vocal competition, ski club, National Honor Society, cable television, and Board of Directors for Student Government. Student government has the responsibility for planning a number of activities in which high school students engage on a regular basis. These include Spirit Week, Field Day activities, Canned Food Drive, Class Day activities, Senior Breakfast, and Senior Banquet. Additional extracurricular activities can, and undoubtedly will, be initiated by the students. Hazel Park High School is a good place to learn the lessons that can only be taught through interscholastic athletic competition. Such concepts as team play, team sacrifice, and self-discipline are only a few of the valuable lessons that can be learned while participating in sporting activities. Hazel Park High School is a member of the Southeastern Michigan Association. The other members are Ferndale, Kimball, Birmingham, Berkeley, Bloomfield Hills Andover, Troy, and Southfield. These schools are all 4-year high schools, and offer 9th grade competition in football, girls basketball, girls volleyball, boys basketball, baseball, girls softball, and cheerleading. In addition to these 9th grade sports, the high school will continue to offer varsity and junior varsity sports competition consistent with those that have been offered in the past. These include football, cross country, girls basketball, girls volleyball, boys basketball, girls swimming, boys swimming, wrestling, baseball, girls softball, golf, and track. Moving the 9th grade to the high school will not reduce the availability of athletic competition at Webb or Beecher. All athletic programs that were offered to 7th and 8th grade students will continue to be available. Hazel Park High School is an interesting place to be. Students are excited by the opportunities of preparing for the future, participating in a wide array of extracurricular events, attending and participating in athletic contests, and being around other students and staff who are pleased with the many opportunities available for learning. Soon, you will be contacted regarding the development of a schedule for your 9th grade student. This is an important meeting, as it leads to the creation of the high school plan that leads to a diploma. Your active participation in this meeting with the high school counseling staff and administration will give you a better understanding of the high school, its program, and course offerings. Please plan to attend.